What's going on, everybody? I'm Joe Duncan, and this is JDtv. We're sponsored by Callaway Cuisine, specializing in celebrity catering and private chef services. You can also catch their food truck all over the city of Atlanta. Well, when you are a super duper superstar, you can become known by just one name. But there is one Latina hip hop and R&B legend. She's so fierce, so fabulous. We have to say her name twice. Lisa burst onto the scene in the mid-'80s, made her mark in music with her Cult Jam bandmates. Their first single, I Wonder If I Take You Home, became an R&B smash and landed in the top 10 on the R&B charts. Well, that became familiar territory for the group because each time they released a song, they all turned into hits, and they still have music lovers moving and grooving today. I'm honored and I'm pleased and I'm very happy to welcome the legendary Lisa to JDtv. Hello.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Really?
I'm good.
How
Thank
are you?
Yes.
How are you dealing with COVID-19? What's going on? Has it turned your world upside down like everybody else?
Oh, of course. But, you deal with it. Whatever's handed to you, you hand it right back to God and try to deal with it as best you can. Right now, my priority is making sure that my children are safe and healthy and okay.
I hear this all the time, and I'm sure you've heard it once or twice too. I hear people say before there was J-Lo, there was Lisa. Do you feel like a trailblazer? Do you feel like you've been one of those people who have been able to walk through a door and leave it open for someone else?
Listen, I'm honored that I'm considered such. I'm just here and I'm loving what I do and doing it as best I can. And if I have done anything to help anybody in this business or outside of this business, then I am humbled, and I thank you all for giving me that title. But, I try not to focus on it because I just really, truly love what I do. I mean, that's all I can say.
You keep your head down and you just do the work, and whatever opportunity, whatever blessing, whatever comes.
Yeah, and it's all a blessing for me because this is the opportunity of a lifetime. I know there's so much talent out there that would love to be in my shoes. I thank God every day for it, but I try not to focus on any of that. I try to focus on what I'm doing and how much I love it and the energy that I get from my audience. That's all that matters.
The first single that you released, Take You Home, was actually released twice. First overseas, then the DJ started picking it up and playing it here in the States.
Yeah.
And it exploded. Were you prepared at all for the kind of success that record was, the kind of success that was going to come with that record?
See my face? No, I wasn't prepared. I didn't know what was going to go on, but all I ever wanted to do was to be on a stage and sing. So when that started to happen, it was pretty funny for me. I was still working at Benetton, folding sweaters and doing register. And I remember the guys full force had to come and take me out of the store because I was nervous. I was like, well, I have to pay bills. I got to take care of my family, That's all I focused on. I didn't know. Just as long as I was able to sing for an audience, everything else to me was just whatever.
Whatever, easy breezy. Well, people may not realize this. I certainly didn't, that you were really just a kid when you began recording.
I was 13 when I met Full Force, and I got in trouble too because when I went to that audition, I didn't go to school. I snuck out. And by the time I finally got to meet the guys and sing for them, it was past midnight. I got home, the cops were there waiting for me. So
oh my
my mom was like, oh my God, where were you? But I was a kid and I wanted to do this. And I made sure that I met the right people and I was at the right place at the right time because it was what I wanted. And everything that I've been through in this business, be it just emotionally, business-wise, whatever it is that I've been through, I wouldn't change a thing because that has made me who I am. So to me, it still is overwhelming and a dream.
Well, being so young and getting a shot at making music, When you first got your foot in the door, did you have what kind of, I'm sure you had to have some trepidations about what you were getting yourself into, or maybe you were just carefree about it. You, whatever comes.
I was carefree about it because I didn't know anything about the business. All I knew was that I wanted to sing, and I was a fan. I mean, one of the biggest fans of music and all kinds of music. So for me to get my foot in, I didn't know what I was getting into. So it was just open season for me. Once I got in, I started to learn. So you could say I basically grew up in the eyes of the public, you know, out there.
Yeah.
I was 13 when I started, and I'm not even going to tell you what my age is today.
Well, to me, watching you on television and in videos, you always came across to me as someone who was authentic and real. Was the persona of Lisa, was that who you really were, or was some of it record industry creation?
On me, I remember it was a big fight when I had to wear that outfit for I Wonder If I Take You Home, the very first video. Because I'm a jeans and t-shirt kind of girl, but they wanted me in pink and they put me in that outfit, and I was like, okay, and it took off from there. You know, everything was about, oh, it's got to be pink, or it's got to be big, you know, and it's got to be, you know, glitzy.
Well, you were also a trendsetter, though. I mean, the hair, the long on top, short on the sides, long in the back.
You want to talk about that haircut?
Let's talk about it.
Talk about that hair. Okay, yeah. So I come from a family of 10 brothers and sisters, right? The youngest. One mom, that's it. She raised all of us alone.
Wow.
And we had to do everything on our own. So there was no money. I used to cut my own hair.
No.
So that was an accident. I cut one side too short, so I kept cutting and I had a bald spot. So I had to let the hair grow. I had to let it grow, and I thought it kind of looked cute, so I just would shave one side and the other side would stay. So that was actually created from a mistake. Check that out.
An incredible creation on accident.
Yeah, it was a big accident, you know, it was nuts, but it stuck and I liked it and whatever.
Well, I can remember my oldest brother, Gary. I can remember one of his girlfriends from college had that same hair and then had the parts on the side and everything. Yeah. I was like, you know, he had his very own Lisa.
Thank you.
Let's talk about the song, which is one of my favorites, All Cried Out. I think it's one of the best love songs written and recorded.
Oh my God, thank you.
Did you have any clue when you were recording that people would feel it the way they do?
I was a kid, first of all, so I knew nothing about that.
You know nothing about what was going on in the song.
You know, but there you go. It's a conversation, and Full Force did great, you know, lyrically putting that down and creating it in the studio. Yeah. I had no idea that it would take off the way it did, but truth be told, whenever anybody asks me what's my favorite song to perform live, that is it.
Really?
Because I'm able to say, my show is live, fully live, but be it track to live, meaning I do everything track, you know, and the vocals are always live. But when I do my band shows, I like to take it as far as I can. So that song just goes.
Well, that's your favorite song to perform. What song are you ready to get over with when you're on stage? Is there a song that you dread singing?
No, not at all. You know, not at all. Listen, if it's for me to be on a stage and to sing, I'll sing. Yeah. To my heart, you know, to my heart's content. I love to sing. I know it sounds redundant and cliche or whatever you want to call it, but I love doing what I do.
But that's so refreshing to hear, because a lot of times you'll hear a performer complain about, you know, they get tired of singing the old songs. They only want to do new songs. But you've got to give the audience what they love about you most.
I try my damnedest to do that, because, again, if it wasn't for my audience, I would not still be here. So I thank them 100% for that. But I think my trick for doing that is that I'm my worst critic, So when I'm home, I'm home. I do not listen to me. No, I don't. My kids do sometimes, and I'm like, all right, I don't want to hear that because, you know, I don't want to mess it up in my head and in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
So I keep it away when I'm home. When I'm home, it's to be home, and I'm a mom when I'm home. You know, when I'm at work, full out.
Well, that's special. That's probably very beneficial that you're able to clock out.
Yeah, I have to. I have to. It keeps it fresh for me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I understand. Well, the music industry and music tastes have changed, certainly changed in the last couple of decades. I don't really understand what's going on in music right now. Do you?
Hey, I ain't got nothing to hide. Ask me again.
Do you understand what is going on in this crazy music industry? It's unrecognizable sometimes.
Yeah, you know, when they play the classics, yeah, you know, and when you notice that a lot of the artists today are doing remakes or retakes. They'll take an old track and make a new song out of it. That's what I love. I miss the sound and the times of originality and live music, and not all in machines, you know?
Yeah, and there seems to be a lack of melody and harmony and all of that stuff.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm glad you said that. Yeah. No melody, no reality. When it comes to lyrics, you know, can I not have anything about, you know, forgive me, and this is my own opinion. Okay, take it as you wish. But I'm sick and tired of talking about shaking butts, you know, and this and that in the streets. I'm done. Okay, when I hear music, it's to make me happy.
So you're not jamming to WAP in your car?
Well,
we got her.
Yo, you got me. Yo, I have to say that that song, when I first heard it, I was like, you know, what the hell? But I got it. And I love Cardi B. And I'm going to put this out there now. She needs to call me because I want to do a collabo with her.
Oh, that would be amazing.
If we as New Yorkers, you know.
That would be amazing.
You know, being from New York and her being from the Bronx or whatever, get together and do a collabo, Latinas together.
Would you not have a problem with maybe some of her lyric content though? You could
speak as she wish. She can speak, and you know what? Freedom of speech. I love what she says. I love how she says it and gets it across. I could sing my lyrics and they don't have to be as cross. You know what I mean?
Right.
I can get my point across. Trust and believe. If I gotta throw, you know, a little this and that in there, I will do it, you know, but I just love her.
All right, look, before we do a couple more questions, let's go ahead and bring in one of your fans, okay?
Okay.
Fan now.
Hey, what's up, Joe? How you doing?
I'm good, man. This is Lisa? That is the one and only Lisa.
Hi.
Amazing. How you doing?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing great. Spending time with you is amazing. Thank you.
Preston, Lisa, Preston he kind of works as my associate producer some days. So, but Preston, I wanted to fill you in. We were just talking about a possible collaboration with Lisa and Cardi B. Guess who likes to rock out to WAP in her car?
No way. Well, yeah, I believe it. I mean, makes sense. I'm in some movement right now.
Privately, it's all private. So, you know, but I love her. I love her.
I do too. Very authentic.
Preston, what would you like to ask Lisa?
Well, you know what? That's actually a perfect segue to my question. In recent years, we've seen a lot of Latino women like Cardi B coming into Black culture and having an impact on Black culture, but you did it at such an early age, so long ago. Did you realize then what impact you would have on urban music?
Not at all. I really didn't focus on any of that. The record label didn't focus on the fact that I was the only female in the group. I was only 13 when I started with them. and Latina. So they never focused on that. And they put all this stuff on me and makeup and stuff to make me look older than what I was. So I had no idea. Again, I so love what I do that that didn't hit me until now.
Well, you had a lot of guys back there crushing on you, and we didn't realize how young you were at the time. But yeah, so I can imagine how that must have made you feel.
She was just a baby. We were talking about that earlier. She was only, what, 13, 14 years old?
Yeah, I was, man. But you know, it took, when I first recorded, and the first two songs that I recorded in one night were I Wonder If I Take You Home and Can You Feel the Beat. So I was 13 when those were being recorded.
How instrumental would you say the group Full Force was into making Lisa Lisa and Cult Jam the kind of success that you guys became?
Oh, they created us. You know, it was their sound with our flavor, you know, so they had 100% everything to do with, you know, creating Lisa Lisa and Cult Jam. They put us together. They had the sound in their head and in their hearts. They knew exactly what they wanted. Is
there ever anything they wanted you to do that you said no to?
No, actually.
Really? You had that much trust in them?
Here's a little story. Well, this is how we had to record the first album, because we had 1 week to put that out. 1 week to record it, master it, print it. We were on the road and they were like, you guys, it's a hit. Columbia came to us and was like, you got to put this album out. So as we would get hit the next city, it would be like 5:30 in the morning. We'd get off the tour bus. I'd go straight to my hotel room and try to go to sleep. My phone would ring and it would be one of the guys from Full Force. Listen to this. And they'd sing something on the phone and I'd be like, uh-oh, we got to record this now. So I would run to their room and we would record vocals and stuff there. You know, so that was on the road. And then we took like a day or two to get off the road and come back to New York and master, print, and send it out.
You were working.
It's how you do it. It's how you do it.
Well, this business, you know, it can chew you up and spit you out. We've lost so many to sometimes professional issues, sometimes personal issues. How have you been able to survive it?
I think it's been my home growing. My mom, rest her soul, was very family orientated and she was very religious, you know, and it took forever for her to let me wear skirts and makeup. When I got with the group, they were like, ma'am, we got to put makeup on her. We're doing a video. And she was like, I don't know about that. But she finally did that. So I think the fact that whenever I got home, she pounded it in. Throw out the trash, wash the dishes, do your homework. I had to do my thing. And that kept me grounded, I think. I think still to this day, the fact that now that I'm a mom, I realize that home growing is very important to anything it is that you do in life. I mean, it keeps you straight and narrow.
You've got to have a foundation. Last year, you signed a deal with Snoop Dogg.
I'm sorry.
Does that mean we've got some new music coming?
Oh, amen. Amen. Praise be. Snoop is my man. He's my man. Snoop and Bobby D from Bobby D Presents, they are collaborating and managing my career now. And we got new music. There's a lot of collabos going to happen. I'm trying to put it out there with Cardi because I need her on this album, which is being printed now. But we have a lot of things happening, a lot of gigs that are still on the books. Starting October, we're going to head back out on the tour. And I have a boot line coming, so.
I heard you love boots. I heard you love boots.
You have no idea. Anybody who knows me knows that I live in boots. I don't care where I'm at, what I'm doing. Boots all day.
Yeah. I saw an interview with Janet Jackson recently, and she spoke about on the Control album how she would just go back and talk to Jimmy and Terry and tell about her experiences, her real life experiences, and that's how the whole album came together. Was that your experience with Full Force in the beginning? Did you actually have an input on what was being said and how you're going to say it? And was it basically your own personal experiences?
Yeah, every song that they've ever written, and myself as well. has been a conversation, has been something about my life. So yes, I say yes to that question. She's absolutely right. On the road, in the studio, just hanging out, creating, everything was about a question and an answer. My life.
Well, I know for you and for most singers, there's no feeling like the feeling you get when you're on stage in front of an audience. What is life like off stage for you? What kind of feeling does the off stage Lisa get?
I'm very happy because again, I think my best accomplishment besides music will be my children. I love being a mom. I love teaching them. I love watching them grow and absorb. Life for me right now in this COVID is entertaining them and training and listening to other music and studying it and getting myself stronger and mastering that craft, because when we come back, we're coming back hard. It's gonna be hard.
Well, let's get into. I mean, what's the love life like these days? Do you have time to to date? Is how many people slide in your DMs a day, Lisa?
Oh my God, ay Dios mío, yo no puedo. I get people sliding in my DMs all the time, but no, I'm a mom and I can't. Look, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm real a wimp when it comes to emotions and feelings, and when I love hard. So my divorce was hard for me, and I don't want to get heartbroken again. So I'm just free right now.
Okay, all right. Well, stay
I'm
out of
afraid of all that. Y'all know it's scary.
Stay out of her DMs, Preston.
Okay, hey, that's my next move.
Well, listen, that brings us to this game that we have for you.
Oh, there's a game?
Yeah, on JDtv, we
Oh,
play games.
Let me drink this coffee.
Before we say goodbye, we have this game, and this is one of Preston's creations. Preston's our game creator here. I'm going to give you different scenarios related to a romantic relationship, and you tell me if you would be lost in emotion or all cried out.
Lost in emotion, all cried out.
So question number one, scenario number one. Dating this guy, good looking, got money in his pocket, got a lot going for himself, but he's been lying to you, but only because he wanted to protect your feelings. Would that have you lost in emotion or all cried out?
I'm not lost in emotion with that. I'm all cried out. I'm done. Don't lie to me.
but he didn't want to hurt your feelings.
Sleeve. I can't. If I find something out, you're done.
Okay. All right. Scenario number two.
Uh-oh.
You get a text from your boyfriend saying the relationship is over. Lost in emotion, all cried out.
Lost in emotion.
That's a shitty way to break up with someone, isn't it?
Damn right.
Has
That's not right, because I'll put them on blast.
Has that ever happened?
No.
No. Of course not.
I'm gonna screenshot it and I'm gonna blast it. How about that?
You cold-blooded, Lisa.
Hey.
All right, number three. Last night, you had a heated argument with your significant other. Today, he sends you flowers to your job. Are you lost in emotion or all cried out? I mean, it was heated too.
It was heated?
It was heated.
I think I'm gonna say both.
Okay.
All cried out and lost in emotion because I would be in tears for a little bit. But I'm the kind of person that I don't like going to sleep on a bad note. I got to handle it then. He better not fall asleep because he get knocked out. We're going to have to talk about it to make sure that this is handled. Don't send me flowers because that's not going to take care of it.
You need flowers and boots. Send flowers and boots.
Boots or booze?
Boots, boots, boots.
Oh, okay, we can do that. I'll take the boots. I'll be outside.
All right. Your man, I know the answer to this one. Your man calls out another woman's name in bed. We already know.
Get his ass kicked. I'm sorry. My answer is your ass kicked because that's the I ain't having that. I lost emotion because my emotions are gonna get the best of me, and I'm going to jail.
I think Whitney Houston said it best. My name is not Susan.
Thank you.
Yeah, that song.
yeah. That's right. Yeah.
All right. Last one. I threw this one in there. Preston didn't come up with this one. I just came up with this one on the spot.
Oh.
What if I told you that I think I love you from head to toe? Lost in emotion or all cried out?
Lost in emotion.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. That was fun.
Thank you. Well, listen. You have been such a pleasure to talk to. I am so glad we were able to make this happen. And I wish you all the success on the new music. If you ever come to a city near me, I'm going to be front row and center. And keep doing what you're doing because we love you so much.
Thank you so much. And yes, you will be front and center. I promise you that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. President, you want to say goodbye?
I want to say thank you again. You're still beautiful, Lisa. And look up me in those DMs.
All right. Take care, lovely lady.
Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.